Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA.
Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the London Black Knights and the Cincinnati Bengals. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
Here we go, set, 60 Pittsburgh. Mike, 54.
Here we go.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you have everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch the General West.
I'm coming. Mike,
Out of the gun now on third down.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
You better break. Dude.
To the outside, that's complete to Williams. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Let's go. A.T. Gator. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Ain't no such thing now.
On second down, here's Mixon. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10. Here now the offense for the Bengals.
Out of the backfield is Joe Mixon. He's a valuable commodity coming out of the University of Oklahoma because of his ability to be so versatile. Can run it inside with power, gets to the perimeter and can outrun people, catches the ball not only out of the backfield, but you can split him out just like he would be a receiver. And I think if he wanted to dedicate himself, he'd be an all-pro kick returner.
This is Mixon on the draw. And this won't be enough. A good secured tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Now the first carry for the Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
I'm going to get you all day.
And we look at this offense now, and Zach Martin will be important for this team today.
He's so good, Brandon, that you can play him at any position in the offensive line, and I think he's a Pro Bowl player at each spot.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
We want it. Come to my work.
2nd and 9 now. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Hey, come on, now. Come on, now.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Defensive starters, here they are for Cincinnati. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line.
Let's go!
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 20 carries, 89 yards, and a touchdown.
As a good start to the season, they got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get things started, and they expect that to get tuned up and get better as the season moves on.
This is Elliott. Will fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 yards on the pickup there, and also a first down.
First down.
Now on first down, he'll drop the throw. With a catch made by Hopkins. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
They're going to look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he will take it in for the touchdown.
Touchdown.
Noah Fant, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Well, look now at our starting defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them.
Here we go.
Let's see if they can get this going.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll look to throw. He gets it.
We ain't giving up nothing.
Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Let's go now.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Come on. Big river.
They'll drop to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Deebo Samuel, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that from a wide receiver's perspective. Those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Second quarter now, and it's London with the football as they've got it with a second down coming up.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Now back to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end complete. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go.
The 1st down came by Elliott. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression? 3 yards in a cloud of dust. In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now, we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You better be ready next time.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Let's go, defense. And here we go. Slam, slam, slam.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. Touchdown! DeAndre Hopkins, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And his guys have taken the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Black Knights 14.
That time a 6-play drive. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they wouldn't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field. Try to make sure his teammates come along with it, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this score. On second down, Mixon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
He's got his man, Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, he knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Here's a play fake as they set up the throw. Taking a shot for... This is caught inside the 15. And finally down it goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big pickup of 38. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant. It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Ready, 2, watch 2, watch 2. It's our field. It's our field.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Hey, watch the leg.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Looking to throw. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Interception, baby, all
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
His pass caught with the 4. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. And he's here. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments. Try to run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In clutch territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. You know, normally he's probably pretty happy with his performance at this point. He's played pretty well. Bottom line, they're down on the scoreboard, so I'm guessing he's not that happy.
No, the fantasy owners who have him for this week, they're happy with what's going on. But for him leading a team, trying to win a ball game, I agree with you. Not happy at all. Trying to figure out how to help his game and inspire his teammates to do the same.
That's a true leader. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Tyler Newsome now. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Returnable here from the 38. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him playing very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
Indeed. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
He does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
Back to throw. And completes it to Boyd. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker. Because if you don't throw it right on the break, You bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Back to throw here. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will do it for this first half. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Let's go.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Elliott on first down, got to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Nice, sweetheart.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On second down, it's Pollard. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up the third down. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
He'll drop to throw. The quick slant caught. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too. Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach was always saying, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
And the throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. That's going to be caught by Sonia. And able to get this one across the 45.
Here we go.
Down. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
70, Indy.
A couple of first downs on the drive already. They go from the 47 now on first down. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. Second and 11. It'll be a loss of 1. And it'll be second and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Second and 11. Samuel complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting us inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now in the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels. Got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy? And what kind of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
It's a party now.
On play action, no throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's third down.
The strong windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough. And it'll be fourth down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Badgley's kick is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Back now in Cincinnati. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the fourth. On first down, it's Elliott. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Again, it's Elliott. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Pass the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Tony Pollard, his first touchdown of the new season, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead is down to 2. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go!
Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Let's go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slimly, second. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have
That's
a
right.
defensive battle. But that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play. And the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
A try here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5.
Makes the score Black Knights 38.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
60 or.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? Yeah.
Ready?
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
25, check 25, check 25.
2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen here to mix it.
Go,
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I see you, boy. I see you.
When you run a screen pass really well, you gotta like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Mixon. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that run.
2nd and 9 now. Over the middle, complete. That's Jordan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short game. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, the pass rush is just too much on the quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And inside the 20 before it's brought down. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch,
right here.
but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Here's Connor. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out and stopped that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They're going to try that again, go play action, hit him over the top.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Might not being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Tyrell Williams. There remains the ground as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish him off.
The score that puts him in front here late, but you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now Las Vegas down on the scoreboard. 1:37 remaining. They need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. He'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you describe that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline. And he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Dick.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
They can't stop us, baby.
The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Scoot up. Heavy.
Get it. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Let him know. Check.
Ready? Now Joe Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and 1. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smile field. They're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. So here are visitors to take over on offense. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts. Got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring? And how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Back to throw. He's going to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. We'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Cincinnati, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our